This is BD Toxic Time. We're finessing, we're talking aggressive, never admitting to anything, and leaving you with bad credit.
God damn.
We're bringing toxic views to a panel. I am the OG Mac G. To the left of me is Incognegro. And over there is Human Computer Steves. I heard this guy has like 6 baby moms on road, but he's not claiming one of them.
That's a lie. I would take care of my kids.
I hear
I
that.
believe him. I believe him completely.
So these girls they're lying. They're lying on Computer Steve.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't have any kids that I know of.
You should find that out.
You have to
All
be
right.
confirmed, yo. You have to be confirmed.
Welcome to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to reiterate the rules that if you do have the mic, that is the person talking. Do not interrupt anybody, as we do have a podcast to edit after this. Now, for the first question, for the males, who would let a woman eat their asshole?
Whoa.
Because no, we heard
We
on
got
road,
added.
and we talked to a lot of people
I
on
know
road,
part of this.
industry, non-industry, people living real life. We're hearing stories right now about certain men that are asking for their ass ate on road, and we just want to know what the real is.
Well, I'm asking the room. There is a lot of gentlemen in here. Yes or no, sir?
Just yeses or no's. Yeses or
That's
no's.
it.
Yeses.
I'm good.
No, he's good. Yes or no, sir?
I have to say nah, so.
Nah.
You would never let that happen, Steve?
I've let it, but like I don't need it.
Yo, Steve
So
keeps
wait,
it real
so you
I'm
always,
not
wouldn't-
gonna
yo.
ask for it.
You
no.
wouldn't request it.
No, fuck no.
Remember, you're not on camera, so if you say
I don't
yes or
want
no,
my prostate
you're,
tickled.
you know what I
Good.
mean? You're not on camera. I just have to reiterate that. No one's on.
Tickling is crazy.
Hold on, pass this guy the mic. Hold on, wait.
I don't want my prostate tickled.
That's it.
No, he got him.
I
He
got
good. He
this one.
good.
Yeah,
Good.
prostate
Good for you.
tickling is crazy, but we're all grown in here. I ain't even gonna cap. I'm not saying who dealt with it, but it got dealt with for me. Realistically,
So you wouldn't request it either, obviously.
I wouldn't necessarily request it, nor did I request it, right?
So
If
it
you're
happened
eating
organically?
balaclava to hide your identity right now, you're more than welcome to request one as well.
No, there's no mic. There's no
Yeah.
cameras on.
So would you let it happen organically?
Organically. I mean, I'm not even gonna cap. That's a possibility. I'm not gonna cap because
It's a
sometimes,
possibility still.
fam, you might think, fuck nah. That's what I used to think. You know what I'm saying? I don't really request the shit, but at the same time, I mean, if the shit happened,
You would let it go on?
It gets real. It gets real. No, you
Possible.
were saying the same thing.
Pass
Don't
it
even
to
try to
Steve.
cap. Don't
Yo.
even try to cap. You
Hold
were
on,
saying the
hold on.
same thing before you
Can I
got
say
out
something
here,
right now?
yo.
Can I
Yeah,
say something right now?
Nah.
Hold on, let me
Can I
finish
say
up.
one last thing
No.
right now?
Okay,
One
go
last
ahead,
thing.
go ahead.
Take this in. Take
Yeah.
this in. We've all talked to shorties low key, right? Niggas will say, "I'll never do this. I'll never do that. I'll never
100%.
do this." That shorty has no reason to lie to you, and low key, she's telling you everything that's going on. And most niggas that are like, "I'll never do this," no shade. Most niggas are like, "I'll never do it. I'll
They're
never
doing
do
it.
it."
They're
I'll tell
doing
you
it.
They're
right,
worse.
no,
They're doing it.
there's no.
Can
With
you grab
passion.
that?
Hold
Can
on,
you grab
hold
that
on.
back,
This
please?
brings up a
Enjoy
bigger
it.
topic, though. This brings up a bigger
There you
topic.
go.
Pass it there. She's good.
Does kink and gangster mix or intertwine? Like, if you're into a certain kink, it doesn't mean you're not a bad man on road, yo.
Is R.
You see
Kelly a
what I'm
gangster?
saying?
Well, there's
Like,
levels to
think
this
about
shit.
think about Omar in The Wire. See what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
He was like a, you know what I'm saying? But if you try to test this man on road,
That's the example.
you better that's an example. No, because there's real mans like that in New York City right now.
Yeah, for sure. All over.
All over the world.
What was Omar's kink though?
He was
He
gay.
he like gay
He
men.
was gay and he was.
So, hold
he had
on, we
some-
have-
He was into younger guys. Like that was
I
his
don't know
thing.
about that.
We have a thing
You
here.
have to rewatch the show.
But the
Hold
thing
on,
with
we
the
have-
Omar
No, but he's like, you're
thing
right,
is,
like, he was a
I get
gangster.
what you're
Hold on.
saying, that he was a gangster gay man, but the only thing was because that man could run up on your trap house, tell a man simply, yo, come off your shit, and then dip out your shit. He didn't have to bust off not one bullet. Niggas knew. The man who whistle for him in the Dale, and man said, knew, yo, Omar's coming, run up. But at the end of the day, what fucked up is that he was gay. So in a
But
sense,
I don't know,
why is
that's
it
not-
fucked
that's not
up?
fucked up.
That's what
That's
I'm
not
trying to
fucked
say.
up.
It's
If
not
if
fucked
a
up.
gay man
If you're-
rob you, that's fucked up.
Hold on, Steve.
No.
I
No,
got
but the
you.
whole thing is like, did
Hold
Hold
anyone?
on, wait.
Hold on.
Let other people talk.
I would
So-
say like
Wait, let Steve go.
like did anyone think less of him as like a man
Not at
Hell
all.
no.
Not at
Gay.
all.
No, it didn't
Hell
matter at
no.
all. So that's my whole
So
point.
niggas should get their ass ate.
That's what show trying to showcase.
That's what
like,
we're
it doesn't
getting to?
matter.
Niggas should get their
No,
ass ate
I'm
and
not
feel like a
getting to
man.
that, but I'm
What
just
does that
trying
do
to
with
say.
Omar? I
That's
don't know. I'm
what
saying
we're
Omar
saying.
was
Hold
gay
on.
and it didn't
Your
matter.
kink doesn't represent you as a man at all.
I agree.
I think they're two separate entities. Certain men will do certain things on fucking road that'll fucking make your eyes go, wow,
Yeah,
this
you'll have
guy's crazy.
Yeah, you
And
have a
then there's
killer that dresses
fucking-
like a furry.
You see what I'm saying? And then, like, look at, no, hold on, look at Young Thug. Young Thug was dressing like a gal wearing dresses, all types of shit. Now, this nigga's on Rico. This is a factual thing.
Have you seen videos
So,
with like
I
his OG?
really think
Not a
a
boy?
kink does not define the man. If you're into something in the bedroom. Who you are on road is a different thing. That's totally different.
So enjoy getting your ass ate, gentlemen.
Well, I mean,
He tried to
that's who
justify
you're
himself,
saying. I'm
bro.
not, I plead the fifth.
Man tried to justify himself.
I
Man raised his legs.
You,
plead the fifth, yo.
so
I
you
plead the
personally will not do that, but
fifth. Well,
enjoy that if
okay,
you do.
You want the reality out of it?
Sure.
One time a thing was, I met this thing, and she was kind of crazy. Like, I don't know. She was kind of reckless, you know what I'm saying? Like, I met her, she's from, she was from Port Perry, She's
Why
a
you-
country girl.
why
I
you-
know, country girl.
Why you naming a township?
Well, if you're from Toronto, you know. If you're not from Toronto, you don't know.
Okay,
But
go
she
ahead.
was, she was running all types of craziness on me, fam. Figure eights on my nuts, all types of madness, yo. And then she just fucking slipped the tongue in my ass, like, automatically. I go, oh! I
Hey,
didn't
yo.
know how to feel, yo. She did
Hey,
4
yo.
times, and then she fucking went back on my buddy top, and I was like, yeah, talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, I was scared. I don't know if I was scared or
Did
turned
you-
on. I don't know. It's
Yo.
like it's a mix between scared and turned on.
Did you stop it?
No, how do you stop that, yo?
That's all I wanna know.
What do you
That's
do?
it. That's
I
all I
tried
wanna
to clench my batty cheeks, but it didn't stop. I didn't clench stop right away, yo.
That's it.
But
That's all
it
I
wasn't
wanna
enough. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I tried.
Now for the females,
It wasn't. I tried.
who eats ass here?
For females.
I have never ate ass before.
And would you?
I feel like I'm open to anything at least once.
That's a
but-
yes.
Mm,
That is a solid yes.
I don't know. Because, no. Because eating
She's
ass
trying to
is
get
honestly
dessert.
something where I'm like really.
Have to shower first? So
Yo,
you're saying
after the shower, maybe I'll do it still for my husband.
for the
after the shower.
husband.
Okay.
Can we get married
Are
or
you
no?
willing to answer? Yes or no? It's a yes or no. It's
Yeah, just a yes or no. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. It's all
So,
right.
ask the question again, yo.
Are you willing to eat asshole?
Is it clean? Is it clean?
Yeah, is it clean
That's what
would
it
be what I
is.
was.
Hold
what I was
on.
implying.
Hold on. For certain people, it's like if you're in deep enough love,
You might do it.
you'll do anything. You'll do anything there. It's,
Well, we should know the answer for her because they are a couple and he's saying no. So even if she wanted to, that's not
He's not
happening.
So hold on. Let her talk. Let her talk, though. What's your answer? What's your answer?
Your answer wasn't no. My answer is if it's clean. Like
Boomer
so,
us.
my answer is implied. Is it clean?
Is it
wow.
clean?
That's it's also a solid yes.
The
You
answer
said it was
is
no, yo. You got proved wrong. See, people aren't on camera.
That's also a
They're
solid
not on
yes.
camera.
All I
No
want
one
is
knows.
a
I got
shower.
ring as a phone call.
A
Like,
shower
ring
You
as
gotta
Right,
keep it
that's
real in the hood. You gotta keep it, okay.
All right.
Keep
All
the
right.
noise down. Keep the noise down, okay?
All right, I'm gonna move on.
That was
'cause
just
that
like
was
an
simple.
icebreaker. Now,
I just wanted to
we're
know.
gonna break into the real toxic time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Somebody need help.
toxic time right now.
It's not actually that toxic. Everybody's cannabis users in here, right? We all smoke weed.
No, this is toxic as fuck. This is toxic.
No, I don't smoke weed. At all.
As he's smoking. There was a study that came out that I read that cannabis users are more likely to misread romantic relationships, meaning they won't be able to tell whether this is a good relationship or not because they're straight high. Do we agree with this or
So
no?
hold on. Is this agree or disagree? Is that the game we're
No,
playing?
no, I'm just asking.
Okay, so
So let me give you.
no, hold on.
background study.
Personally, I've been in this situation before because there's like
Hold on,
a
hold on.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Is it? Who is it?
Go ahead. He's gonna give a
Talk
fact.
your shit, bro.
Go ahead, talk your
Okay.
shit.
So, I've been in a situation with a thing one time where it's just like, it was just like that Drake song, you know? We just smoke and fuck, yo. And it was the best relationship ever, yo. We wouldn't go nowhere. We wouldn't do nothing crazy.
an
We
accident.
just like link up, talk about life and, art. and just smoke the biggest fucking 2 backwoods with fucking grub in it and all types of madness.
And what? So how did this?
And then it would
how
just
did the-
end up with like a shot of Henny and a Balaclava.
So the relationship was just weed and sex, you said.
Yeah, and it just vibed
So
out
did
to
you
that.
misread how the communication was?
I
or-
thought I was
or-
in love. She
you
wasn't,
wasn't
yo. She just wanted the murder. That's all she wanted still. She
Okay.
said, "You're bad for me. You're toxic. You know what I'm saying? All we do is link up and fuck. That's it. You're fucking the worst man I know." And
Jesus
I thought it was
Christ.
love. I thought it was love.
Damn.
But I got a question.
Hold on.
What does the weed have to do with your toxicity with the relationship, though?
Because
Well, he has a fact on that.
hold on, because that's the whole question. That's the whole thing. It says people that smoke weed have a misperceived conception of what they're going through romantically.
Perception.
But it depends on how you use the weed in the relationship, because at the end of the day, you guys
But
could
that's what
say
I'm
it's
trying
an
to show you.
aphrodisiac
Like,
at the end of the day.
sometimes
So
when you have
That's
sex
an
on
aphrodisiac.
marijuana, you get in the vibe, you start using your shoulders and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you turn into Rico Suave on that.
but
It's
that
either
could be the
murder
same
or
thing with
Rico
liquor,
Suave.
though.
You only have 2 options on weed.
Sick of this again.
Murder or Rico Suave.
But
See
can
what I'm
that
saying?
be the same thing said about liquor, though?
No.
So
Liquor's just
okay,
fucking
so this
murder
actually
every
connects
time,
both.
Let him bust it.
So
this fact.
basically, the highlights of it. So at the end, what they concluded is cannabis users, they tend to be more disassociative. So it's like basically they'll try to like ignore shit.
So they're not really bringing up the problems. You're saying.
So yeah,
if there is a
exactly. So
problem.
basically, it's like
That's
They're
what I
more-
just explained to you guys. Like, it's the most
No,
toxic
you said you were
situation ever.
fucking on a thing, and all you guys did was
Nah,
beat
but that's the
backwards.
whole thing. I thought I was in love, and she was just like, "This is what it is." And I was
basically
like,
if
"Are you
you're
serious?"
the more you smoke, what they found in the study was the more you smoke cannabis, if you had if you had a problem with your partner, if you smoke less, you just talk to them. But
Yeah.
if you're like the more you smoke is like if there was
You
an
just
issue,
shrug it off.
you would just shrug it off and like not care in that moment, and like shit would just build up.
Okay.
You wouldn't actually fix anything.
I believe that.
So hold
So
on.
it
you
actually
think-
makes sense when you think about that. It makes sense.
Yeah, I
Hold on,
believe
is
that.
weed toxic?
Yeah, weed is a toxic drug, I guess.
No, 'cause we-
Man,
But
don't
wait,
say that
you
shit,
gotta
No, no,
yo.
but
know
weed
use
costs
weed.
money.
That
No,
guy's
it
gonna
makes
be
sense.
fighting with my
Yo,
Hold
dude,
on,
like,
hold on,
you,
I'll
like
leave it
okay,
talking.
it doesn't make okay. Like look at it logically. Like just break it down. Do you get calmer when you smoke weed?
Of course.
Right. So that means you're gonna be less like
No, but for me,
argumentative,
hold
not
on. For me
argumentative, but
personally,
talkative.
I think it's because like
But for somebody that's like not opinionated, now smokes weed, they're gonna be even more like they'd be like, oh, it's okay. It doesn't really matter when it does.
But wait, what about this, though? What about the mans that know they can use
that's
sex to shut up the woman regardless?
That
You
was
just sling her some good dick, and the argument's done.
this guy
So
went
you don't
into
even
the
need the
deep,
weed.
yo.
You
Shut
don't
up!
even
You're
need
letting
the
out the G code. You're letting out the G code. Shut up!
I
Shut
don't know
up!
if
Shut
that's
up! No, we
G
can't.
code,
No, we
fam.
can't.
Plead
You
the
gotta
fifth.
relax.
You
Plead
plead
the
the fifth.
fifth, yo. You don't know the G code. What's wrong with this guy, yo?
I don't know. So weed users pay more attention to your relationships
No, but it's just I
That's
mean,
it.
you can't though. Like you're under the influence.
of that strong
Yeah,
indica.
it's just
As you believe in one thing and you're living a whole different life.
But I got a question though. What is
What
so
is your
wrong
question?
with you guys being high, not being argumentative, not nagging about shit, and just enjoying each other's company?
Because you're sweeping
and
stuff
enjoying
under
in
the
the
rug.
end, in the end, like,
being
it's not
high
a-
and fucking. What is the issue?
You're sweeping stuff under the rug, is what he's saying.
Okay, but that's communication problem. That's not
That the
that's not
weed
a
is
weed
lacking you
I'm gonna
from.
break it
It's
down.
not a
I'm gonna
weed
break it
problem.
down. This is the problem with that. The problem with that is the subconscious holds everything. So if you hold something in your heart, the subconscious is gonna hold on to that, and it can't hold on to it for too long. So it's gonna explode at some point. You don't want to get to that point. So my whole thing that I was trying to explain before is that weed makes me more communicative in a sense. Where like right now, as you see, I just want to talk because I'm fucking high. as shit.
What we see.
Right? So it's just like when I'm on the weed, I feel like I can get the point across. Not trying to weaponize my opinion. A, let's big that up to the fucking community. Stop trying to weaponize your point. If you're right, let your partner know it, love. B, I fucking can listen because I'm high. And I'm just like, okay, I'm going to shut my mouth for a little bit and take it in. I listen to my partner. I see what they're saying. You know what I mean? Like, I view their point. No matter how dumb I think it is, I'm still just listening to it and I just think in my head to myself. Right? And then after that, you come to a common agreement because you're lean. And then after that, you just box of food together walk and move on.
And the whole
But
point
if
is
you're
just ignored
not using
everything.
it, hold on. If you're not using it as a tool and you're using it as a scapegoat, that's when drugs always become a problem.
But that is what I was saying. You're using weed as an escape for bad communication. Because
My first thing is that you literally just said you ignored it.
Hold
What
on,
you
let
have to
Steve has
communicate about the
some.
problems.
Hold on.
First
He
off,
wanted to
you literally
say
just
something.
admitted to like you ignored it and played it down.
No,
You
it's
just
not
admit-
ignoring it and playing
No,
it down.
but
It's
for
totally attacking.
but the main thing,
it's
the other
attacking.
thing I want to point out, this does not mean this is a definite. It's like yes or no, right? There's more likely. That's not every case.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's for me.
Which
that's
makes
it.
sense when you think about it. How
But
people
I'm
are
trying
with
to
weed, it
teach the
makes sense.
fucking people who are like that,
No, there are. This is just more likely. That's all it is.
Just let
No,
the
I
weed-
believe
let
this.
the weed chill you
No,
out.
I do believe it. And it makes sense when you break it down, but it's more likely. Doesn't mean that's that's always the case. Some people
Yeah.
just can't handle shit, and they hide shit with drugs.
I believe that shit. I'm gonna push on, bro.
See, work hard, play hard after. Get your work done first, though.
Exactly. On the relationship and everything, bro.
True.
TikTok star Remy Bader, this is old news, says a horse ranch mistreated her and refused to let her ride a horse due to her weight. Now I wanted to bring this up in the panel just to get a different
This is actually
opinion
bad.
Okay.
from you guys. Do you guys think this was right or wrong in this sense? I believe that the woman should not have been on no horse if she can't.
No, she was okay with
She
that.
said he'll
one
break a
man
horse's
said this
back.
in the comments, and I agree. If she gets on the horseback and it sits down, don't let her ride it, yo.
That's for true. What do you
Let
guys
the
think?
horse tell her, yo.
What do you guys think, right or wrong with you
Oh,
guys?
no. Yo, the people them
Everybody
told her
talk.
straight up, though, the horse, break the horse's back.
There
Yo, break
should
its
be a
back.
weight limit because you have to be like conscious of the horse. You know what I'm saying? The horse is carrying excessive weight on his back
100.
for a certain period of time. Like I've been horseback in
real, eh?
Mexico, Costa
Pause.
Rica, and stuff. You're going up mountains, across water, creeks, and all that stuff, right?
Big trip.
Doing
on.
excursion. So it's like, bro, the horse is dealing with a lot of shit, carrying you for miles, and then you're overweight.
I
It's
want to
like,
hear
come
a
on.
lady's standpoint on this because it's just like,
Yeah, for real.
okay.
Go ahead.
Can
What
you
do you-
tell a girl she's too fat to do something? Like, that's basically what they said. You're too fat to do this. yo.
No, but I mean, it depends on what it is because there are certain safety requirements, for certain activities. So, like, if she's gonna put that horse's well-being
And his
health,
back at
life
risk.
in danger, then yeah, don't let her on the horse.
No!
animal
Imagine she's
cruelty.
riding the horse and the legs just sprawl out flat like this.
Or the whole thing just fall up like chair.
Like,
Yeah. Flat out legs, yo.
I have a question,
He's
though.
bossy, yo. He couldn't take it no more.
And this should be the whole thing about in this generation where it's like height and weight. If I go to Wonderland and I'm not a certain height, I can't go on a ride. So why can't that apply if you're a certain weight? You can't be riding these horses. Because
Very true.
There should be some sort of standard or requirement.
So what's
right?
difference with the
And that'd be
trans
like
thing,
the whole
though?
thing, like,
Just
where I
jump
say,
in.
like the whole height and weight situation where why you guys so sensitive about weight? If you're too big for the horse to carry you, it should be fine. Like a standard folding chair will tell you 250 pounds.
Max.
is the capacity.
Max, nigga. Max.
I swear it's the thing from Euphoria, too, It's the fat thing from Euphoria, yo. She couldn't get
okay,
on.
so
yo.
to give her not like Jenny to her credit, she asked. They never provided details of the weight restriction. So when she went, they never told her. And when she got there, that's when they told her. And she said, "I'm okay to not if that's what the case is to put a animal's life in danger."
Yeah.
100%. She's okay with that. She understands. She gets that. What she didn't like is the fact that there's literally video of them saying, when you're not a fat bitch, you can ride at a deep hollow
That's mad.
ranch.
That's mad. That is fucking
So it's like,
That's
she,
mad.
no, it's funny.
That's
Because look,
mad.
she tried,
Sorry,
because she actually did. So she actually did contact them.
I'm wrong for laughing. Hold on, I'm sorry. I gotta
No,
say
she
myself.
actually, to her credit, she did contact them, and she fully understands the weight issue. She actually does.
So hold on.
No, it wasn't that. It was the fact that they didn't tell her. They told her everything was fine ahead of time.
Yeah.
When she got there, they made fun of her to her face.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that is fucked up.
So, but to her credit,
She
like
said
the whole,
okay.
like,
yeah.
she's not saying.
Yeah, she said all right.
She's
I
not
get
complaining about.
that. Yeah.
She understands why they said no.
See, this is why we have computers, Steve, to set the fucking record
She
straight.
understands why they said no. To give her credit, but there are some people, other people, that were literally jumping on her behalf, going like, "We should be allowed to," but she's like saying, "No, we shouldn't."
Yeah.
But like, be communicative of that and don't fucking shame me because I can't.
Yeah, that's a mad thing.
These horse ranchers have fucking money too, you know what I'm saying?
The
So
horses
they
are
were probably like, yo, put
yeah.
this story out on this bitch before she can get the record straight.
Horses are expensive, yo.
No, but that's crazy, bro. Like, they try to, like, frame her and shit and be like, yo, the bitch wanted to get
No,
on the
it's
horse.
funny.
and
If
said,
you actually
no,
read
bitch,
it,
too
all of it
fat.
is like,
Oh, no, yo,
That's madness.
I feel sorry for
No,
her.
I get what he's saying. What the point that he's saying that they kind of shamed her after is kind of fucked up, and it's cool that she kind of got she was too heavy for the
well,
little
horses
pony.
get fucked, yo. But the horse racing and all that shit is insane.
Yeah, that's money, bro.
Beer steroids.
That's money still.
Steroids.
Well,
Yeah, like a seed would
I
be
don't know
like
what to say to that
300K
girl.
plus for some of it, bro.
I'm
Yo,
not gonna
one-
sit there either, yo. Big up in court,
Yeah.
yo. When you run your thing, just
yeah, go
yo.
get that lawsuit for
Yeah,
real.
go get that
No,
lawsuit.
Go
but
get
that
that
one horse
fucking
in the
lawsuit.
Kentucky Derby is worth like 30 mil, bro. That
Yeah,
would
that's
make you
mad.
like 30.
Yeah,
40
you're
mil.
gonna try to break that horse back. You want
Never.
some mad move.
No,
yeah.
no. It's
Yeah,
you
that's
win,
why these
no,
guys
no,
said that,
no.
but
You
they're
win
like,
some
yo.
races. You win some races for like a year. You just win the Kentucky Kentucky Derby is only 3-year-old horses. You win the Kentucky Derby. The seed of that horse is now worth 300 grand.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That's the actual investment. You're not paying
You
to
wanna
win
ride
that
the
race.
pony?
You're paying
No, you have to ride the
to
horse
breed that
stiff back,
horse.
you know?
Yeah.
Can't
You're
ride
paying
no
to breed that
pony.
horse. It's crazy. The money
Yeah,
there is
that's it. Money
crazy.
is
No,
in
that's what the man
horses.
said. He's like, you want to ride pony? You can't ride pony. You have to ride a stiff back.
Stiff
yo.
back,
Stiff
bro, and then
back,
over there.
And she was like, no, I want to ride the pony. He was like, nah, y'all, stiff back. See him,
Get
y'all?
that stiff
And
back,
she was
yes?
like, nah, y'all, stiff back had a scar across his eye and shit. She was fucked up off that. So, fuck, I'm not picking up either side. You guys are waste, yo.
Nah, she should get
The
that lawsuit.
horseman's waste for trying to done the fat thing, and the fat thing's waste for trying to fucking bring up her point. Just move along.
But yo,
Move along, bring up the
where's
horse,
Peter,
that's
though?
it, yo.
Where's Peter? Where's Peter in this situation? What's going on?
Where is
Where's
Peter?
Yeah, where's
You
Peter?
right.
You guys wanna
Where the
keep
fuck
Peter?
is Peter?
Yeah, Peter
When
got
he goes to
paid.
broke up a
That's
horse
why.
back and you guys are
All
okay
you
with
have
it?
to do is pay Peter to change those shit up.
Where is Peter in this situation? Fucking horse was at risk.
I'm
At
sorry,
risk.
Pete. I'll definitely eat some animals later.
He said he about to eat animals, man. What you mean?
Relax.
Whatever.
You don't eat beef, bro?
Yeah, he eats beef, bro. I don't know
Okay,
why he
so
talking
what
like
you
that.
talking about?
Anyways, I have a question. I'm gonna get you guys to give your opinion on it first, and then I'll open it to the panel. This will be something for you two. Couple thing I want to know from a couple's point of view. Get me? What's more toxic, poor communication or lack of intimacy? You go first.
I say lack of intimacy still, cause yo, if the head right, I'll be there every night, yo. I don't know about you
my
niggas, yo.
God,
Niggas
bro.
want to try and front and shit, but they know the truth, yo. Cause yo, what's the difference? Cause like you used to listen to old head niggas and shit, and they be like, yo, pussy's pussy, nigga, and you be like, all right, yeah, and then you
Never
fucking get into the game now, then you meet a pussy that you can't fucking tear away yourself from, and you're locked in, yo. You know what I'm saying? So intimacy is for sure the consummation of love, yo.
Is that a real word?
Intimacy is the physical proof that you love somebody.
Can we look up the definition of consummation?
Can you spell that out? Can you use that in a sentence? Yo, have you ever heard the phrase?
No, but no.
Yo, have you heard the phrase "pussy's not a color"?
Yes, big one.
Pussy's
Oh,
Pussy is
hold
not
on.
a color,
Hold on,
though.
miss.
Yeah,
One
that's what I'm
second.
saying. Like it doesn't
Pussy-
matter. Pussy's pussy. That's all.
Pussy, no, see, pussy
You
is
can't-
not,
there's no
no,
preference.
see, that's a lie. That's a lie. Because if that was the
Don't go off
case,
too much.
no,
guys. We have
no,
one
but if
waiting.
that was the case, a man wouldn't find one pum-pum and try to lock it down. You find a groove you love, fam, and you stick to it, fam. You go back to it like 6 or 7 times, you're like, what
It's
am I
true.
doing? Because this isn't me. Usually you're like in the streets. When you're in the streets, you're in the streets. Anybody in here who doesn't agree with me, you guys are fucking
No, I
lying.
agree.
When you're in the streets, you're in the streets. You're testing it out. You're playing the field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. So when you find that one, righteous kill,
You're keeping it. So
why are you letting it go?
All right.
You'll do,
Miss,
and there's men who do all types of fuckery. but
let
they
her
still
get her
keep
off
it
because I
around
want to
and-
get
okay,
a female's
yeah.
opinion, not just your
That's a
toxic
no,
male ass
that's
opinion.
a toxic male ass opinion.
Go ahead.
Can you ask the question one more
It is. What is more toxic, poor communication or lack of intimacy?
I think poor communication can lead to lack of intimacy.
Very, very, very educated answer.
So what?
So I think poor communication is worse because what you're saying is true. Like, you can find someone and the intimacy can be really great at first, but with every relationship, eventually things change.
Mm-hmm.
And communication is what's necessary to make sure that the intimacy remains. And like, what people require from their intimate experiences change over time too. So communication needs to always continue so that you're up to date with what your partner needs.
Tell them.
Tell
them. That's one thing.
Yeah, okay.
Tell them.
She shut down the OG stuff.
Hold on.
Hold
We
on.
got
You
another
gotta
one.
relax. You gotta
We
relax.
got another one. Go ahead, my brother.
Just
Alright.
yeah, just like
I'm gonna agree.
He's a
That's
smart
her
man.
man.
He's a smart man.
That's her man. You know.
I'm gonna say this. At the end of the day, communication's where it's at. Cause watch this. Resentment is a hell of a thing, right?
Yeah.
Every man has been on. I would say every man's been on both sides where either your shorty's giving you bun or shorty's giving her man
Bun
bun
for
for
bun.
using.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the same thing every time? Oh, he does this or he doesn't do this. It's that secret resentment that she's not telling him what his
It's
issues
true.
are, but
It's
she's
true.
telling you what his issues are. So she has issues with him. That's why she's there in the first place.
Communication.
Exactly. So that breakdown right there, because I feel like women are more so like emotional creatures where they have to feel a way about you to,
Even fuck with you.
even if your shorty's giving you bun, it hurts you because you know, oh, you must like this nigga. Oh, there's no way that this is just a regular thing. You guys been talking for a while, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So at the end of the day, she has that emotional attachment to him. You know, she told him all his shortcomings, all of that kind of stuff. And what is
Wild
that?
thing.
Guys
What is
getting
that?
real toxic
What
with
is
it,
that?
yeah?
That's communication at the end of the day, right? That's what she couldn't tell you.
This guy's the realest. He
You
can
have something
be
you
real.
want?
So that's what I think. That's
I don't
what
think
it
I've
is.
ever heard like a better like two answers in a row in my
Yeah.
life.
What's hype has?
Back to back.
Hold on. What's hype saying? What's hype saying?
Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna use personal shit. This
So we asked.
communication crap, this day and age, girls say they want to manage and they want to communicate, but they don't know how to fucking communicate. They don't. They don't know how to fucking communicate. Done,
Okay.
yo, bun that shit. They don't. So at the end of the day, as long as you keep dicking them down, keep getting everything they want, they're good, bro. That's what it is, bro. You just keep slinging the dick and just
Oh my gosh!
That's one opinion.
Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Wait. Hype. Relax.
He's going up. You got him
The room
excited.
lost it, so we gotta bring it back. Explain your point.
Alright, some girls act like, yo, you're Miss Cleo and you can read minds, bro. Like, you're supposed to be able to read what they're thinking and what they want.
Okay.
And they're not expressing themselves for you to fully understand what they want. They assume that you should get things by hints or by behavior actions, but it doesn't work that way. Like, sometimes I don't catch everything or I don't fully understand what your point is unless you're verbally trying to explain
So
it.
what you're trying to explain right
Poor
now
communication.
is teamwork.
And no poor
Because think
communication.
about it. When you're on the court with your team, if a man doesn't see the
With the
pick,
sports
you're gonna
analogies.
call the pick. You're gonna be like, yo, pick, fam. You're gonna get dust out.
Not everybody
You call
plays
it,
sports, bro.
But no, at the
I
end
mean-
no, that comes with any type of teamwork, fam. If you're fucking on a sales team and you guys are fucking doing door to door, you'd be like, yo, this is the rich lady right here. She'll take any man's sale, yo. And you're showing man's the vibe. Like, it's just any type of level of fucking teamwork. You need communication.
So communication is worse, is what we're coming to. Unless you have an opinion. Worse
Yeah,
than lack of intimacy.
communication. Poor communication is more toxic than.
Communication is definitely.
Yo, if there's lack of intimacy, your chick is done left you, bro. Or she giving you bun. That's finished. You're done.
Wow.
What are you telling me?
It's true still.
But what he's
boy,
saying,
the
hold
boy,
on.
like, the lack of
These guys are
communication
right.
could
Hold
cause
on.
that
These guys are
point.
right, but at the same time, what he's saying is true. There's a lot of girls out here and a lot of guys out here. I've heard about a lot of bad box stories. Let's keep it real. It's not just bad dick, it's bad box too. Right?
Yo,
So
let's
I've
just
heard
say-
about a lot of
yikes.
situations out here where a man's just not feeling the sex thing or the girl's not feeling the sex thing because I work in a lane where there's a lot of, I get access to females and they tell me their real life. You know what I'm saying? It's real.
he's not pimping, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
not pimping at all. But bun is guan. Bun is real in fucking 2022. You see what I'm saying? And it's like some people are real about it in their relationships and others aren't. Right? So there's a truth to both sides. sex plays a really big part, otherwise bun wouldn't go on. But at the same time, if you just fucking told your partner how much of a slut you are, male or female, the bun wouldn't have to go on. Let's keep it real. So communication is the true
Always.
fucking gap.
All right.
Cause no, here's the realest thing of it
Pick up
all.
that mic and
Hold on. Every partner at some point kink shames their partner. And kink shaming is something that happens
Man's
a
back
lot
to the
in the
kink.
black community.
Back to the kink shame.
It
I feel like
happens
you
a
got
lot
a
in-
kink.
hold on.
You got a
Hold
kink
on,
that.
no. Kink is what it's called, fam. If you want your man to hold it, that's a kink. If you want
The
somebody
man
to
just
lick
wants to
your
lift his legs
armpit,
up.
that's a kink. If you want to suck on toes, that's a kink. You
Bro,
see
if you
what I'm
lift
saying?
your legs up, by all means, just keep doing it.
Legs up. See, this guy, I don't know. See, legs up. I know.
If that's all you want. If that's what you're gonna get to, just say that.
I know. I
We'll
feel
get
like
this
you want
over
to tell
with.
us something. Go ahead.
He's trying to tell us something. I don't know.
Nah, finish
No,
what you're
no,
saying,
but-
though.
Get this over with.
At the end of the day, that's a kink. So a lot of the time when people really kind of share their kink with their partner for the first time, and a common one right now is threesomes. So a lot of mans will be like, yo, I want a threesome, baby love. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go be like, fuck that shit. I ain't letting you fuck no nuts bitch in front of you, crazy. But if they just listen to that shit, a nigga probably wouldn't even get that shit and still be surprised by the fact that you were thinking about the fact that he fucking wanted that. But it's the fact that you shame that. It's the fact that you fucking push that down. It's the fact that you were like, you weren't open to that as a friend, as you were to everything else you are in the
You
relationship.
better round this back up real nice.
No, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is the whole point of intimacy being more important,
Okay.
right? So it's like, if you're gonna kink shame somebody too, it kind of boils back to communication, but it really stems back to a person's sexuality within themselves, how they think of sex, what fucking turns them on, what fucking makes them fucking pop in fucking 2 seconds, right? You want that from your partner. You don't want that from nobody else. But if you don't listen to your partner's every fucking day need and somehow succumb to that, because it's like in every relationship you have to play dominant and you have to play subservient at some point.
What's your answer though?
And you have to switch fucking locations at every fucking thing.
What is your answer? What's better?
No, I'm just pointing out to two. Like, what he's saying is right, and what they're saying is right. But I'm trying to say this is where it comes from. It's just like, you can't fucking think about someone's kink and think it's not righteous or it's not cool or it's not. You gotta take that in. If this is the person you want to fucking fall in love with, think about what they want sexually. Don't not think about it.
But to
Because
piggyback
that's
what
what's
you're
gonna
saying,
get
though.
you bun. That's what's gonna get you bun.
Wait, what side are you on?
But to say what he's saying though
He's
is
on
the
poor
same
communication.
thing as in the sexuality
No, I'm not on
part
poor
of the
communication.
aspect of the relationship is
Like
a lack of
intimacy.
communication, or you expressing yourself how you want to be done, or the positions you like, or what things you like to be done to you, what you find enjoyable, or things that will get you off. If you don't properly communicate that for your sex to be good,
Okay, so it
then
goes
you're gonna
back
have
to
issues.
communication. But
So-
what I'm trying to say though is,
But you could have good sex, which could be toxic, where you have good pussy or good dick, and it's like the sex is fucking crazy and is amazing, but outside of that, the relationship is shit. Because you got her fucked up.
Yeah,
You
that's
guys
toxic.
can't
Poor
communicate and can't talk
communication.
properly.
Okay.
But it's when it comes to sex, the sex
I'm
is
just
bomb.
trying to play devil's
That's
advocate
where it makes a toxic
in the sense
relationship.
where it's just like lack of intimacy is the reason why a lot of people are getting bun same way.
Yeah, but
They have good communication, but the intimacy got locked down from first communication.
But it comes
You know
to
what I'm
knowing your partner. You need to understand, you need to learn your partner. You need to understand what she likes or what he
That's
likes.
communication.
So you're
And that's
reneging
it.
your first
It's not
point.
even so much communication. Come on, dog. Growing up, it's not communication.
That's
you need to learn how to grow
communication.
moans.
But hold on,
how to grow
isn't
grooves,
sex a
how to
form
grow
of
this,
communication
this,
though?
this.
Is
Yeah,
sex
study
not
that
a form of
stuff.
You
communication?
niggas are going way too deep.
Is
Is it you want lack of communication or intimacy? Which one?
Yo, lack of communication, relationship is done.
All right. So lack of communication.
I think if you fucking pay attention to my dick and the way it fucking works, we could go a long way, even longer than we're supposed to.
So lack of intimacy. So lack of intimacy.
Oh, keep
Communication
it real,
is
yo. How many situations you been in too long and you're like, yo, but the way she does it though, yo, I'm
Yeah,
staying,
that's
yo.
toxic as fuck though.
It is though. It's
You know what I'm
not,
saying?
I'm sorry.
But that is what's happening right now. The sex is good. But a relationship is
I'm
toxic
OG Mac
because
G,
you
the
can't
devil's
communicate
advocate.
properly. You guys can't fully get along. You guys are always arguing and fighting and bickering. But at the end of the day,
You
when I
fuck
just
good.
bend you over, it's fucking great for that fucking
I
time
think this
being.
nigga misses a
And then
bitch right now.
we're
man.
Gucci for a bit until you do something that pisses me off, and then we're back fighting again.
All
That
right.
sounds like a personal problem.
It does. He said it was. He started off saying it was a
No, but
personal
it sounds
thing.
like real life though. At the same time.
All right. So communication leads to that lack of intimacy or fixes it, is what we moraled out with all those fucking words, bro. I'm going to move on. Abortion being canceled in certain states, actually made illegal
This one's a tough one.
in certain states. I kind of wanted to bring this to the panel to talk about it and get some opinions on that, especially from women as it is affecting them the most. Who wants to start? No, don't play with it.
Honestly, I'll start.
Yeah, make it a quick one so we can do this and get through our shit.
There's a couple funny ones coming.
So what's interesting to me about the abortion topic is that it seems to arrange itself in a way that impacts the mainstream society's idea of what the world looks like. So during the pandemic, a lot of people brought up the my body, my choice argument. It's interesting to hear the way that groupthink kind of overrode that idea. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So then now that it came to this topic, it was also interesting that women could be men and men could be women, and people
That's
were
one
kind of
thing we talked about all the time on this.
You get what I'm
right?
saying? So people are kind of like, people who were not hateful about it, but not fully accepting of that idea were kind of still labeled a certain way. I know I'm kind of skipping on the abortion part, but
Talk your shit,
I'll
talk
get
your
there,
shit, talk your shit.
So it was interesting to see. It's almost like karma, the way that it came back around to an idea that they kind of hold sacred. And when the same premise, in the sense of the government telling you what you can and can't do with your body, and I feel like it's a little bit different in this case because the truth of Roe v. Wade is that it simply gives the decision back to the states at the end of the day, right? So in a way, it kind of is democratic because then you could vote and have one state where abortion could be up to 9 months if you want it that way. Whatever you think
Which is
about
That's the
that.
whole battle.
Whatever
though.
you think
it's
about that, that's what they
it's
could
after
do.
the second trimester. That's the battle right now.
Yeah.
They're battling for abortion after the second trimester. I think it is.
So Roe versus Wade is what he said. It reverses it back to the state decision. So some
Stats,
states are fully
stats.
some states are fully banned. Some states are fully legal, and some states are like Arkansas. They're saying it's banned, but no, it's banned after 15 weeks, which is the same as basically like in Canada. It's you have 3
And
months.
after 15 weeks, if you're trying
No,
to
it's
make
3
up
months.
your
It's
mind,
3 months
then,
basically. It's just actually over 3 months. So like legally in like Ontario, it's 3 months as well.
But some people don't find out till like second
But the thing
month.
is, for some of them, it's like it's legal in some. What was actually kind of crazy, which I didn't know about, is some states it was legal to abort at like 8 months,
Exactly.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
what-
that's kind of fucked up.
Let my man finish up his point real quick. And we'll
Yeah,
get
yeah.
Sorry, yeah. The last thing to say is just the hypocrisy of the situation. You get what I'm
It's
saying?
very
At the end of the
hypocrite,
day, like I believe that me personally, I wouldn't interject in the woman's choice, but I think that it is important to decide, all right, when does a life really start, and have a baseline where people could agree on that and basically go from there. Because I feel like the argument.
Is that even the discussion though?
What do you mean?
Just to go back and forth with you for a second.
All right.
And then Steve, I'm gonna let you go.
Is
Oh,
it
my
is
bad, my
it is it the discussion to get to that point, or is it really the discussion of a woman and her choice of what to do with her body at any point?
Well,
And I think that's more the saving grace of the argument right now. You get what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, there's this whole like political scheme, there's this whole religious scheme, there's whole this and that, but it's like there's girls getting raped, there's girls having fucking one night stands and they didn't know the man took the condom off. This is called ghosting in LA. You can get up to 15 years in prison for it, right? So it's just like there's so many situations that are just bad for women during sex. Women that want to have a life and have goals and don't intend for a man to,
do
provide
certain
for them.
things. Yeah,
You
yeah.
get what I'm saying? So it's just like, I get it from the standpoint of, the government. Yeah, we want to stop this, whatever. They're trying to control the population type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, at what point does a woman just get to fucking speak her mind and just say, fuck this or I'm going to do it? Fuck this or I'm going to do it. That's what they're fucking fighting for right now. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this or I'm going to do it. I don't trust this nigga. He doesn't make enough money. Fuck this.
Mm-hmm. I
You know
hear
what
you.
I'm saying? No, like,
hear
no, like, real shit. Like,
I hear you, man.
I don't know. That's
alright.
just, so what do you think? What do you think?
All right. Well, I really
I gotta hear this from
understand.
the girls too.
I really understand where you're coming from, and I really understand the argument because for me, a choice is important. What I think the issue is that sometimes I feel like an extreme on either side is too much, and I feel like sometimes the extreme on one side, the empathetic side, is ignored and not labeled as an extreme.
Right.
He said that abortion was legal up to 8 months. Come on. Babies can be born at 6 months premature. That's crazy. Nobody thinks that's
It's a
murder.
mad
Nobody
thing,
calls
it's a
it.
mad thing.
It's
But do you
crazy
think
to
that's the
call it
government's
out.
point though?
No.
I think that's it's like getting an abortion at 8 months. Like it's like dangerous to everyone involved. It's
Yep.
dangerous to the mom too.
That's crazy.
There's
You
some
think
stuff
that's
that's
the
like,
government's point,
but no,
though?
but I fully agree. Like, hey, if someone should always like, there should definitely be a choice.
There should be a choice.
100% there should be a
I
choice.
agree with that. The rape stuff.
Okay, let's pass it to the
No.
ladies. Let's pass
Just
it
in general.
yeah,
No, you should
go
have a choice in
How
general.
do you feel?
I just don't wanna
Exactly.
risk it.
In
Let's
general,
pass it
have
to
a
the
choice.
ladies.
This is
Let's
general.
pass
At
it
that
to
point,
the
like 8
ladies,
months,
though.
you're risking
The
everything.
ladies got to answer this one for sure. We can't, as men, just take the floor. The girls have to take
Only
it.
you taking flare, fam.
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know. I don't know how much I want to speak on this topic. I'm not gonna lie.
Fair enough.
Cause I
That's
don't,
fair.
Like, it is a little bit, but I'm not. That's the thing. Like most people, I think would assume like women would have like. Well, you know what? Yeah, I don't know. I think this is maybe a little bit.
That's
too-
fair. That's fair. And a lot of women
No.
can't really speak about it because it's a big thing that impacts them, right?
No,
So
'cause it's a real topic that shouldn't even be like, But if you want to, speak your piece, like,
I might like maybe if I like.
yeah, like, sometimes you need like a little.
Okay, so for
Mm.
me, I definitely believe that we should have our own choice and our own governance over our own bodies. But I also feel like the accountability could be spread between men and women alike. Because, for example, you guys can get vasectomies and they're fucking reversible. You know what I'm saying? And like, you guys love to fuck raw. You guys want to bust up in girls.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cream
You
pies,
guys
cream
want to
pies,
bust
cream
up in
pies.
girls all day. You guys want to bust in girls all day, not even thinking about what it does to our bodies. It's like, okay, I'm gonna come in you. Okay, take a plan B. You don't know how that affects our cycle, our body, whatever the case may be. And I feel like there's so much pressure on women to fucking bear the responsibility when you guys could pull out or wear a fucking condom. Like, it's shared accountability. It can't just be all on us. But when it comes
What if
to
you're
us
allergic, though?
actually, if you're allergic, you can find a solution still. Exactly. Nah, there are solutions. There's a solution for every problem. Trust me. But
I have said this before though. Like you're right. Like too much responsibility on women.
too
not,
much
like,
responsibility
nothing
on women, and you
I
guys
agree.
villainize us. Like, what if I didn't want to get pregnant? What if I had things that I want to do with my life? What if
So
Feeling
wear a
like-
fucking condom? Like I said.
And you guys be the one
Like I
initiating that,
said.
You guys are all talking.
Like
you guys
I
are all
said,
talking.
there are
Hold
guys that
on.
do that.
Hold on.
wait,
Stop.
wait,
Stop.
wait,
You guys
wait.
are all talking.
Pass
Hold
that
on,
way.
wait.
You guys are all
This
talking.
is your conversation,
Yes,
not
you
theirs.
lead it. Don't you don't
You
have to.
guys have to stop talking.
I know.
No,
You have to
let
do all
it
that.
come at you though.
So she was asked. So why is she fucking? Give that answer because you were giving it to him and not the mic.
I
So
was
give it to the mic.
definitely
Okay.
giving it to him because
Okay.
he's like, why
Oh.
are we fucking? But why are you not wearing a condom either? Like,
She's
like
saying,
I
why
said,
aren't you
you're-
having consideration for a woman's
like
heavy
I said, you're putting
balance
all the
of choices?
responsibility on us when you have the choice as well. You can go buy a fucking condom. You can get a fucking vasectomy. You can pull the
Jeez.
fuck out. Do what you gotta do.
Some
Don't
men
put it
don't
all on
even
us.
pull out, fam. This is a real thing.
Yeah, we're gonna give you the floor. 30 seconds, nigga. You hear me?
Computer Steve said his pull-out game is weak
My
and shit.
question to what you said is this:
That's I don't have one.
All right.
Yikes.
if I didn't want to use a condom, right? You as a woman have the responsibility to say, okay, I do not want to have sex with you.
No,
What?
but hold on. Let's
From
keep
my
it
life
real.
experience,
No,
the only
no.
person that does not want to use condoms, me personally, because I'm a guy that has no issues in it, is girls. You guys want to quick off the top, bareback me, bro. I'm telling you,
got 3 more
straight off
seconds,
the
nigga.
back,
Get it off.
you guys want to
Mike
bareback me.
gone. Mike is gone.
If you could take no, as a guy, if there was a pill, if there was a pill as a guy, if there was a pill you could take that'll make you shoot blanks for like
It's
a
coming
week,
out. We
would
talked
you,
about
would you
this.
take it?
I feel like most men wouldn't.
They wouldn't.
That's
No,
the
they
problem,
wouldn't. That's the
because
exact
most men
point.
don't even go to the
Hold
fucking
on,
doctor
Ali,
to
you're
get
talking.
Hypothetically, most
tested,
men would
okay?
not.
Nobody wants to weaken the fertilizer.
Girl.
But you expect everyone else to do it for you is the point. That's
the
her
whole
point.
thing
That's what I
is-
said. You put
Hold
all
on.
the
No
onus
one
on
wants to
women.
weaken the fertilizer,
I'm
but
just like,
everybody
whether
wants
that
to stop
coexists or
the
not is
eggs.
relevant. Like, would you take it?
You see what I'm saying?
Hold
Hold on, relax. Wait. Do you have the mic? Do you
What if
have
that
the mic?
weakens her eggs,
Do you
bro?
have the mic? Relax.
She was
Hold
holding
on.
it to him.
Hold on. Don't hold the mic to him. Give him the mic or he's not talking. All right, let's move on. Computer Steve, what are you saying?
I'm just saying that shit. Like she's saying, we don't have enough responsibility. She's right. If there was a pill
Completely.
they could take, like people tell girls like take Plan B, take birth control, yada yada. But if someone told you, hey, take birth control so you can shoot blanks, you wouldn't do it.
Honestly, we could go back to the
But
footage.
you tell other people to do it, but you wouldn't do it.
We
So
could
how can you
go-
tell other people to
We
do
could
it?
go back
But
to the footage
still,
of
Steve,
OG
what
Mac G.
about
Hold
if a
on, man.
girl-
Hold on. We could go back to the footage of OG Mac G saying,
I know, I get your point. It's
take
like
a
it should
plan
be both
B.
ways. You're
Like,
right.
I'm sorry, ladies. I didn't mean that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Oh,
not
now
something
it's
you
big
could-
apology.
It's
He's
not,
apologizing.
it's a real apology.
Wrap it up, yo. Double bag your groceries.
That's a real thing. I'm
If you
not just
have to,
trying to,
like-
you know, I'm not just trying to, you know.
So should they get rid of all
I'm trying to help you.
No, I'll get rid of them.
No,
Just
you
make it
need
on everyone.
contraceptives.
We need to have be responsible.
No,
in our-
hold on.
That works
This
both
is the
ways.
problem.
That's
This
what
is
it
the
is.
real fucking problem.
If you're a
You need to
guy,
be
just
responsible.
cover
Hold
the
on,
girl.
Hold on,
wait.
everybody is talking. Hold on.
This is the real fucking problem. There's too many forms of contraceptive. Back in the day, it was birth control and condoms. It's all you fucking had. Now you got abortions. Now you got Plan B. Now you got fucking Cialis that makes you go for 4 hours without bucking a nut. You know what I'm saying? All different types of crazy shit. Vasectomies. Now they have the fucking
Wait,
pill.
that's the opposite of
Yo,
having.
all you need is an IUD
No,
or whatever,
it's
and you're good, yo.
contraceptive.
For
That's a
3 months.
contraceptive. Hold on, wait.
Cialis is
Hold
not a
on, listen. You
contraceptive,
guys
bro.
gotta stop. Listen, you guys
The
gotta
ring?
stop.
Every
Hold
month
on.
The
you're
room's
Guys,
gotta
hold
calm
on.
down. Okay. So there's so many options in so many different ways. What's the next one where they put the fucking?
There's a ring,
They
there's
put
an
the
IUD.
Terminator in their vagina, yo. It's like it's an
Yeah,
IUD.
or you could use a
It's
ring.
Man
like a
said Terminator.
Terminator.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
but
feel
there's a
that
ring you
clap
put in
you
your
every time
vagina
you hit
once
the
a
bat.
month that stays in there. That's a contraception. You put it up in
What?
your vagina once a month.
It's a
What
Terminator in your
What
vagina.
is your point that you're getting to?
I'm just saying, there's too many options for birth control, so it's just more of a thing where it's just like, we're just not even fucking conscious of the fact that we're thinking about having fucking children no more. No one's really thinking about life like that no more. People are conscious about fucking having a business, fucking doing this. I want to make it to $1 million. Girls aren't thinking about just fucking sitting down and fucking breeding 6 kids no more.
So
If
are
they're
you
doing that,
for
that's
this?
a trap thing, and they're fucking trying to get welly.
This
Let's
man's
keep it
wild.
real.
This guy's wild.
Hold
How
on,
many baby
hold on.
showers you see a month, bro? What are you talking about?
On my Instagram,
How many baby showers you see a month,
No,
dog? These
no.
girls say niggas ain't shit, but they're beat up every fucking
That's
day.
what
of the
I'm
week,
trying to
bro. What are
explain.
you talking about?
But that's hold on. That's
Chill out.
one side of the
Chill.
explanation. My whole thing is this: I'm not going against men or women. I'm just trying to say that both men and women are aware of the fact that there's 50 million fucking ways to have an abortion. Whether it's fucking early time, before time, after time, fucking 10 months after time. There's a way. So we play with the balance. We're not just fucking, like, we're not using sex for procreation at all. It's recreational. You see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we're making a lot of bad decisions based on the fact that we just want to fuck. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
As a
Nobody
guy-
And so
wants to
abortion
limit-
should be not
Hold
be a
on, no,
safety
no.
net, though.
And
That's the
nobody
thing.
wants to
Cut that.
fucking bring it back to that fact. They just want to stop at abortion and fucking say, whoa, whoa, whoa. But we're fucking heathens out here and we gotta relax, yo. We can't just be throwing out dick and pussy like it's fucking craps. And if you want to do that, do that. But you're gonna have to pay the consequence and make these hard decisions at some point.
But that's why I
You know
agree with
what
the
I'm saying?
government. You should make people have to have more accountability and onus on how they have irresponsible sex.
That's the
At the end
whole
of the day,
point.
you say there's million contraception.
But
Why are you
I don't
guys
think the
still
government should have.
getting
Go
beat
back
up
and forth
and want to
with
have an abortion?
If I
Yeah,
go back and
yeah,
forth.
okay,
Like
okay.
plan B should not be an option if you really think about it. If you're being sensible as an adult having sex, you should not have a plan B. It's either you're using contraception so you do not get that girl pregnant because you do not want to have her as your wife or as your mother, your child. That's what you should be doing. If you're raw dogging the girl and you're busting in her, you know the results are gonna happen. I don't want to hear you being fucking at the end of the day saying, "Oh shit, I don't know
No,
how she
men
got
have
beat
to
up."
take
You made that
accountability.
choice,
They
bro.
do.
It happened.
They do.
At the end of the day, same thing with females. The thing I don't like about birth control
You have
pills
3 more seconds, man.
is like this: you can slip up a day or stop taking it, and you won't tell the man, and the man's shooting up your womb, and then you don't say nothing. And when the
But
kid
see,
comes, I
before
don't
it
want the
even
kid with
comes to
you.
that, you have
It's
to come
like
to
then
a
it's like,
conscious
what are we
decision.
gonna do, right?
I hear
You know
you.
what I'm saying?
All right, send the mic back there. You done?
I think this
Steve,
this
did you have
conversation
anything
is
else to say on that?
I think there should be more accountability on the male side as well.
done. Male side.
So that's
Exactly.
what
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
More accountability on the
No,
male
sir.
side.
Yeah, I don't mind. Like, yeah, whatever it is, like whatever.
He's
whatever.
not saying it. He's not saying that. Do you want to do?
Baby,
Thank you. Do you want to do agree or disagree?
Yeah, let's do it.
So you don't. What
Explain that to the people.
You're allowing
Hold
me
on,
to shoot
guys.
up your womb. You need to protect that shit.
We're done with that. We're done with that. We get it.
I'm just saying.
We
you
get
need
it.
to protect that shit. It's not on me. There's niggas out here
It
that
is
It's
on
on
you.
you.
You have
It
the
comes
firm.
from
There's,
you.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of fucked up guys.
Listen,
You don't understand. A woman, there's a lot of
Don't
fucked up
engage,
guys
bro.
out here. You don't understand? There's a lot of fucked up guys out
You're
here.
not convincing her or nothing, my nigga.
Not at
It
all.
can't be the guy's fault,
Nothing.
bro. You can't put the onus on the man, bro.
Yo, all I'm saying is if you're a
The
guy and
nut-
you
the
come
seed
in a
comes
chick,
from
don't
you.
complain when you have a kid.
Okay,
later.
comes
but the
from
thing
you.
is this: there's man.
Brother,
Alright,
Max.
alright.
Relax.
Moving
Man,
on.
stand up.
Moving
Relax.
on. Moving
Relax. Agree or
Alright.
disagree? Explain that to the people, please. What agree or disagree is.
All
Let's
right,
do
so
it.
we're moving on to a new segment. We're gonna ask you guys a question.
Okay,
All you have to answer with is agree or disagree. We're gonna pass the mic around. We're gonna pass the mic around. We don't want to hear anything else but or disagree.
That's it.
All right.
All right, I'll do the first one. One person should be responsible for all income in the household. We read a, I think, meme or some shit like that that said 2 incomes are better than 1. So find a partner that has 2 jobs. Agree or disagree? You can go first.
Agree.
God damn. Go ahead. Agree or disagree? That's it, my nigga.
Disagree.
Go ahead.
Agree.
Jeez. What do you say, Steve?
No, it doesn't really matter. Whatever it is. I don't really
What?
care.
You don't
Like
care if
how
one
many
has...
incomes? If it's 2, it's 2. If it's
Yeah,
1,
if
it's 1.
it's
It
one,
doesn't
it's
matter.
one.
You guys,
He's saying it don't
if
matter.
you guys are both good, it doesn't matter.
He
He
wants to
said
be a
he wants to
stay-at-home
stay at home father.
I told
yeah.
you, I want to be a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah, so he's
I'm
good
okay
if she
with
has
that.
2 jobs. What
I'm
do you
with
say?
Steve.
You don't
If
care?
it goes either way, it's good.
Interesting.
As long as you guys are good. Like,
As long as
you
it's
guys are like,
rooted in love, I'm
as
good.
long as you guys live like
Agree.
the way you want to live. That's it.
So you want the money, is what you're saying. You don't want to work. Stay at home mom.
As long as you
I'm
guys can
gonna
live the way
work,
you
but
live
I'm
and you guys are
gonna
both good
chill
with
when
that,
I'm
I'm good.
working. So
Okay.
there's a difference. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
work,
care.
make my
If
passive
I go
income
make the
while I
money
have
and
my
me and my
husband
wife
that
live
makes
good, it's
sense.
fine. If she goes and I don't, what
Who's
works? I don't
that?
care.
Oh, yeah.
What?
RMP that man.
Strong, independent,
RMP that man.
submissive.
All right, next. Moving on. Your partner should make you nut every time. Agree or
Agree.
disagree?
Agree.
As a man, that's your job. I agree.
Jesus. So this is...
What about you, though? What about you?
Okay, if a girl is starfish,
Oh,
look at this.
my God.
If a girl
No,
is
I gotta hear
starfish,
it.
right?
I gotta hear it.
If a girl is starfish, right? You're gonna keep boxing it down until you're nut, regardless, right? You're not gonna be like, oh, the pum pum soft is a shit. I'm gonna get up and leave. No, you're gonna bust your nut regardless. What are you talking about? You think girls make you nut, bro?
Fam, all right. Nigga, we get it. We get it. Is that an unrealistic or realistic expectation to have of your partner?
Sorry, what was it?
Is that an unrealistic
What
or
is?
realistic?
Is what?
we just said.
What?
To make you nut. Every
No,
time.
it's not unrealistic because if you're in tune with me and we're here sexually, then we're gonna get there regardless. So
I'm scared to ask you. What the fuck
I'm
you're
going to nut regardless.
saying. All right.
So
all
I
right.
gotta make sure you do the same.
Yo,
Steve, what do you
Moving
say?
on.
What do you say?
What
You
do you
agree or
think,
disagree,
Steve?
Steve?
I agree.
I agree.
That goes both ways. I'll make sure you're good. And make sure I'm good too. We
Yeah, I
good.
agree.
All right, that's simple
You're
and
not
plain,
making me
bro.
nut. If you're not making me nut, why am I here, yo?
All right, so we're moving moving on to the a video that we all saw. I'm sure everybody saw it on the internet. It was about a baby mother exposing her boyfriend for buying food for his child while she has 4 other kids or 3 or 4 kids that are not his children, and he bought these. So imagine you went out, got your your good child a good happy meal. He brought it home, ate those fries in front of those other children and their mother, and said, "Fuck y'all, this is my fry shit." Do you guys agree with this or disagree? You agree that he should have bought it just for his child? What do you say?
I agree. I seen that video. I have one child with you. I want to bring my child some food. If I was in a position maybe to feed your whole army, your football team, okay, cool.
Oh my God!
I'm not. But it's his fault for being baby father number 560.
Word, tell them that for real though.
He
I
should
agree
have
with.
avoided
I
that red
agree.
flag.
I agree with that right there. You hear me?
Oh my God.
Go ahead. What do you say? Agree or disagree? You said that already?
But that's not like if you're in that situation, you can't say like, "Oh, go back in time, don't have a kid."
Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying. Fuck it. Go ahead. Agree or disagree?
I know, but it's not a
Listen,
solution to the
I
problem at hand.
agree that he can only take care of his kid. I get it, but I understand the mother's standpoint where it's like there are other kids here. You know what I'm saying? And like they're naturally gonna feel left out or jealous or whatever, and that could fuck them up in the long. That could fuck them up in the long run. Honestly, like psychologically speaking, that can mess them up in the long run. Not that it's his responsibility, but it can.
Hold on, computer Steve.
What do you agree or
So
disagree?
okay, she's right, in a sense of like I would never want, like I don't think he's responsible for the other
He's
kids,
not.
but making the other kids so he can make fun of them for having McDonald's in the house, different. He offered a solution though. He said, "All right, cool, bring him out. Me and him will leave
I agree with that.
separately and we'll eat." Because if he left with his dad, they wouldn't feel left out because they know that's his dad. Just like if their dad took them out for dinner,
Yeah.
and they came back home, didn't eat in front of them though. It would like my son should know that's okay too, because your dad is able to take you out, but just don't rub it in my face.
All right.
And I agree with that, but the mom expecting that that's his responsibility, that's wrong.
Yeah. I agree with that.
If he wants to do it, he can, but it's not his responsibility. She made it feel like it is. What he could have
Yeah,
done,
this is
but he
you.
did say like, all right, like he brought it there, but it's like, pick him up, like I'll take him out, and that worked.
Yeah, you need
The
to
only
teach
problem
that
with
kid
this whole
manners.
flawed video is the fact that the whole video is staged and fake.
Oh shit.
So it fucked everything up.
Killed the whole thing.
Yeah.
The one thing about the situation.
What is
is
it, Brian?
this.
Cause this guy knows some real life situations.
I'm saying this though. You have other kids, but other baby daddies other than me, right? So where are the baby daddies bringing the McDonald's for their youths? Like, if you have deadbeat dads, and I mean a good dad to my kid,
How do you
can't
know?
try
There
to
might
make
be.
me. But I'm just saying, she made it seem like my onus because I'm being a good dad for this kid. I should look out for the rest of them. If you have a rest of deadbeat dads, it's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? When I met you,
Okay,
it's
so
not my
hold
fault.
on. How many
Nah,
kids is
I
the
have
cutoff?
Pussy management,
How
man.
many kids? If it's like a one kid, the next kid, one next kid.
No, there's
The one you have a favorite
You're
one?
gonna bring it for the two of them? You're right.
Yeah,
no.
so he said out of
Hold
the 4
on,
you
is
might
it
have a
the
favorite
kid-
one that you bring out 1 too happy meal for you and
Yeah,
he or
the
you.
one
The
kid,
other 3 though, they can still be
two
there.
kids, like when you cut it off.
But it could be the same thing as the other scenario where the guy bought a PlayStation for his one youth, and she took it away because you don't want to share it with the other kids. It's like, where do you have the boundaries, bro? Where you have your own child that you're trying to provide for and look out for, where he has siblings that is half kids, as half brothers or whatnot from previous baby fathers. Why do I have to like make my kid suffer or have to do without or share his stuff with his siblings because their parents, their father probably can step up and do the same thing I'm doing?
Mm-hmm. You got more?
Steve, you gonna sum that up or what?
No, you already did basically.
No, I already said it.
He agrees. He just doesn't like how they're.
No, it's like
treating
no. The
youths.
woman like there's like a point like it's like don't rub it in the other kids' faces. Yeah. You're not responsible for the other kids at all. Their fathers are, 100%. I agree with that. It's not his responsibility to get the food, but it's also his responsibility to not let his kid rub it in their face.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is. And you
hear
shouldn't
that.
rub it in their face either. If you want to take them out, all of them.
It's
If
good,
you don't,
it's good parenting
if you don't
versus
take your
bad
kid,
parenting.
like take your kid out somewhere
That's
I
the most
agree with
logical.
that.
and don't
You
rub it
can
in their
come
face.
pick up your
That's
kid
all.
and
That's
be
the most
like,
logical.
I'm gonna go
at least
take
spend
you
your
to
like time with your
McDonald's.
kid, you know.
It's
Yeah.
good.
And the mom can't be mad at that. The mom can't be mad like take him out, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Good,
that's
good
like-
parenting versus bad parenting. Yeah,
Yeah, we're
Explain
talking
to
about that
them,
for other shit too.
Who does it better? We got a who does it better segment. Explain to them, please, what that is.
Who does it better at anything? To be honest, who does it
That's
better?
it. That's
Who does
it.
it better? Basically, gonna be two sides of who does it better. Whether it's like two different athletes or two different countries or two different races or
Oh, but I got two different genders for you guys
two
today.
different genders. I was getting to that, sir.
Can I get into it right now? It's good.
I don't even
Everybody
know.
ready?
Ready?
Who is a better cheater, men or women? Now we're gonna get
Better.
who is a better cheater.
Women get more elaborate.
So who
Better
doesn't get
as in not getting
caught?
caught.
Yeah, who
Men
doesn't
do it
get
more.
caught?
Men no. Oh, I thought you meant who's better as in like who does the most elaborate cheat.
No,
scheme.
who doesn't get caught? Who is more creative with their cheating?
Oh,
I'm gonna
women for
say
sure.
women because based
Men are
on what
more
I heard
frequent.
earlier is that this, which made sense. Men when they cheat, they change up their routines or they do certain things that are out of the norm. As in, they'll stop answering phone calls or they'll start
they have
replying
telltale
texts
signs.
late. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll all of a sudden start working late and doing other things that women catch on. That's not the norm that you're doing because we're not smart enough to try to keep up the same routine that we normally do and squeeze in the side chicks like other women will do at the same time. Like another woman will be at home, clean the house, fuck the next dude, come home, and you have a home cooked meal waiting for you, and you will never know nothing.
So are women
Hold
more
on, I want to hear.
transparent?
Hold on, I want to hear what
That's what you're
Computer
saying?
Steve has to say. Computer Steve, what do you think? Who cheats better?
I think women get more elaborate because women are just better. Like not better. Women are more composed than men are. Men do it more often,
Yeah.
but they're very like guys are like very sloppy with it. They just don't care enough,
I think
or
that's
they don't pay
the point
attention to
he's
detail.
making, yeah.
Yeah, so women would pay more attention to detail in general. Because when she cheats, it's like when a woman cheats, it's like a full blown decision. Whereas for a lot of guys, they just do it a lot more often. It's actually kind of fuck.
It's the truth, though.
Can we get a woman's opinion, please? Obviously, you're gonna be biased in this one, I think.
I mean, I'm biased, but I do agree that women would be cheating better.
You gotta hold the mic.
I-
up.
So I
Why?
do agree that women would cheat better, just because, like what Computer Steve
You're
said,
not
like,
gonna know,
attention to
bro.
attention to detail, and also when a woman decides to cheat, I've never cheated in my life,
about
but
to
if a
ask
woman
that.
decides to cheat,
Black women don't cheat.
it literally is
Yo.
a conscious decision. Like she is like, I am lacking this, I am needing this, and I am seeking it elsewhere. Whereas guys are driven by their dicks.
You don't think that
for the
guys
most
lack
part.
shit and need shit?
Absolutely, but that's where communication comes into play. Like instead of cheating on your fucking partner, tell your partner, I want this, I need this, I require XYZ, and they could possibly give it to you. If not, find another fucking
Yo,
partner.
oh my god. I hear you though. I hear what you're saying. No, I hear what you're saying completely. So, yeah, this nigga's well.
You know the worst part? You know the thing is, though, it's like you say that shit, like it actually works. It's like that simple.
This
That
nigga's
shit is the
wild.
most effective. Like just be
so
be
simple.
upfront.
We asked this question because we did read a post about a woman who
Same way the other way, like yo, babe, rub my feet. I will. Yeah, all right, we're good.
we did read a
Cracking me
post.
up.
Hold on. We read a post about a woman who went to a gas station, left her significant other at the house, went to a gas station, had sex with her ex-boyfriend. He cream pied her. She then went home, and the man ate her vagina, which consisted of her ex-boyfriend's semen. So,
You broke it down like a scientific report.
yeah, because it is. This
That's
is a, this is
scientifically
a
what happened.
biological thing. Very nasty, very foul. And I wanted to ask that question because in this sense,
The man said
But you
it
also
tastes
need-
nice after he ate
that's
it, though.
He said it
disgusting.
she tasted really good.
So, but he had no idea that the semen was in there.
But it's like, yo, she added some seasoning. He liked that. It's fine.
100%.
That's a real question. Like,
Does she deserve physical harm?
Not from the man, but
No.
mom
maybe
needs
the
to-
guy,
mom
maybe-
needs to give her a beating.
Look, maybe her current boyfriend that happened to, maybe he learned something about himself in that moment.
Yeah, he likes. He's a cuckold.
Wow, what?
He learned that he is a cuckold. He learned that he is
Maybe
a cuckold.
he's not mad.
Yeah.
He's
We
not
don't know the story,
mad.
right? So you may be right about
Maybe
that.
he likes Twinkies. I don't know.
Wow.
Expose that, right?
I think so,
But the
yes.
thing is,
Wow.
do we even know the man even knows?
That's my question.
No,
And
he
if
might
it
not
doesn't,
know.
No, the man never
So-
found
At the
out.
end of the day, do we know that he knows?
No, we don't. No, it's
He
not point.
doesn't know.
TikTok to know.
Yeah,
That's
who
what I said.
knows?
Maybe he likes Twinkies. That's my point.
the point is here that she got away with Mission Impossible.
I think the point here.
That was she. No, crazy thing is she was here trying to hide it.
The man
Yeah,
was
true.
sleeping.
That's
She
true, too.
snuck on
She
the
didn't give a
bed.
fuck.
Yeah,
She let it in, left it in, and let him
she's-
go down. It's like she didn't
she's
care.
sick in the
No,
head.
she wasn't. No, it's not even that. She like the whole thing we're discussing, like who's a better cheater. She
Yeah.
actually did a terrible job of it.
How so? If he
She
didn't
didn't hide
know,
it. She left the.
if he does not know, she
That,
got
no,
away
I know,
with
I
it.
know, but I'm saying she did a terrible job of hiding that she cheated.
Oh yeah, because
He just didn't pick up on it. That's on him at that point.
True, you're right. You
He
right.
was sleeping, fam.
In that sense, though,
No, I'm saying, yo, bro, if you're eating a girl out and semen comes out, you're gonna tell me you don't know that she had sex with somebody.
Man, some mans just think it's creamy.
on that note, this is Balaclava Diaries.
She's
Steve,
not
do
trying
you,
to hide it, bro. The guy's just an idiot. That's not him. I can't.
Steve, do you have
Good
any
for her.
You have any fact checks for us today off of this episode?
So apparently the worst thing in relationships, voted by a bunch of people, was bottling up your feelings. So
Oh,
communication,
yeah.
not talking about it. So that was actually voted the worst thing in a relationship. Also, when it came to the whole abortion issue, one of the really outspoken criticizers is Jane Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
She is a diversity educator. She's 88 years old now. She's still alive. She's really famous for a lot of like she's an educator on diversity and race. So what she pointed out, she's a white woman. She pointed out that basically the white population of the states, the percentage, the ratio is getting lower and lower. So they don't want to eliminate other races, but they want to maintain the ratio of white people being the majority. So by a way of stopping abortion,
Yeah.
literally prevents the white population percentage to dwindle.
Very interesting.
So really, it's like what she's trying to point out is them banning abortion is actually to preserve the white ratio currently in the United States.
Scary shit, bro.
It's really fucked up.
Yeah,
'Cause,
scary
like,
shit.
I always used to think about like white supremacy was like 100% white.
Yeah.
No, it's just get the majority so we can claim on paper that it's equal, but really we'll run everything.
Yeah.
And that's even scarier thought.
Scary shit, bro. That's it.
The other one that I thought was interesting
Okay.
was for income, talking about incomes for families.
Yeah.
I think like now more than ever, like before, like dual income is more of a thing now. From like both sides of the household. So inflation in Canada from year to year, from last year to this year, rose 7.7%, which is the highest since 1983.
Jeez.
Usually
So-
the inflation rate was like 2 to 3% year on year.
So how do we feel about that one or two income being on one
Toronto
person now?
is the third least affordable housing market in North America in terms of income versus property costs.
So what
Jeez.
you're trying to say is we need a team.
Of
What do you
course
mean?
you do.
No, this is factor.
Fam, yeah, it's all him right now. Gotta
Uh,
relax.
yeah, inflation's a motherfucker. Everything's getting more expensive, and gas right now especially fucks up a lot of shit.
I hear that.
So yeah, reducing like putting electric cars up, for example, will like help,
Hmm.
like lower inflation. That's actually crazy.
Yeah,
Like, by
so
a
keep
huge
it, get
amount.
your team popping, as you said. Can't just be on a one man or a woman. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you gotta get the
Put
team
it just sound like
popping.
that.
Yeah,
Power-
get a teapot. But at the
power
same time,
couple.
if you could afford, if like you were comfortable with either or, but you guys can live good. If you guys have a good life, like if you guys both go where you're at, no matter what the role is, as long as you guys have lived the life that you want to live, like who am I to tell you otherwise?
I hear that. That's Computer Steve, ladies and gentlemen.
I would be a house husband.
We're wrapping up, my friend. You should just put that hand down because we wrapping up. Avro TV on YouTube. Get all our socials in our bios. Follow up. Tell a friend to tell a friend.